Hey guys, what's up? Today in this video I wanted to talk about I am not able to get out of bed. So I know that a lot of you guys struggle with getting out of bed in the morning, me included, myself included. And even close friends and even loved ones struggle with this sometimes. So I felt like I wanted to share my thoughts on it. And I was actually this morning, my alarm went off at 5 a.m. and I decided I wanted to get up early last night, but in the morning I felt like, no, I don't want to get up right now. So I continued pressing the snooze button for like 2 hours almost. So I eventually got out of bed at 7 a.m. And I was just paying attention to what was happening inside me as I was unable to get up. And I noticed that it was a matter of not wanting to get up and not really having some kind of motivation to get out of bed, right? And then I was laying in my bed and I saw outside the window that the sunrise was starting. So then I was like, oh, I want to see that. So let me get out, let me get up and get ready so I can watch the sunrise. And that made me realize that it's usually not a matter of being too tired to wake up or being unable to wake up. It's more a matter of not having a reason why you want to get out of bed, because it's nice, it's cozy, it's comfortable. You don't have to face the reality of, I don't know, having to take up responsibilities and doing things in the world when you're laying in your bed still slumbering in the morning, right? So finding a reason to wake up is crucial. And I noticed with myself that when there is something that I have to do in the morning or something that I look forward to doing, or when I plan something that I have to wake up early for, it's not it's not a problem to wake up. You just, your alarm goes off and you go like that, right? So it's more a matter of not feeling like there's a reason to get out of bed. And then you have to realize that you actually don't want to get up. So the way you could try to solve this problem is by figuring out ways that motivate you, that are worthy for you to get out of bed for. For example, in my case, I very much enjoy watching a sunrise. So if I see that I would miss the sunrise if I wouldn't get out of bed at 7 a.m., then I would have still been in bed, probably. But because I realized that it's important for me to watch it, I decided to get up. And it's a decision. You have to want to get up, but you want to make it easy for yourself. So if you have, I don't know, a favorite breakfast place that opens up at a specific time and they have, right when they open, they have the freshest croissants or pastries, or the most fresh coffee or whatever, and you really enjoy that, then you can think about that in the morning, where you realize that, okay, if I get up now, I will be able to get the freshest croissant at my place, and that makes me feel good, right? Or you can plan a call with someone that you want to show up for. You plan it so you feel a little bit of a motivation to get out of bed. So this is, I think it was very interesting for me to just pay attention to what was actually going on inside me. I put the alarm at 5 a.m. The alarm goes off. I'm laying in my bed. I'm like, no, I don't want to get up, because there is not really a reason for me to get up, right? It's still dark. There is not much that I'm looking forward to necessarily in the day. And of course, this is again like a temporary phase where I don't really feel that energized. I don't really feel that motivated to do things, because I feel like there is not really, I'm not really making a difference in the world right now. So that's also why I'm recording these videos, to hopefully make a difference in the world, and then be excited to wake up and start helping people all over the world. So I was paying attention to what was happening inside me, and I said, no, I don't want to get up. So I preferred staying in this slumber state where I'm not really 100% conscious. I'm still dreaming a little bit, and it feels so good to be there. There's no responsibilities, there's no chatter in your mind necessarily. You can just kind of like dream, and it's very, very comfortable. And when there's no real reason for you to get out there, you just stay in your bed for hours. And then when you wake up, or when you finally get out of bed, you feel guilty because you spent so much time procrastinating on actually starting your day, and that perpetuates the problem. So there's two things. You first of all have to recognize that you wanted to be in bed for such a long time, and then if you feel guilty afterwards, that is actually doubling down on the problem. You want to avoid feeling guilty. You want to take responsibility for your decision to stay longer in bed. It's your choice. Nobody's telling you to stay there or to come out. You have to do it yourself. Okay, in some cases, your mom tells you that, hey, now it's time to get up, right? But usually it's you who has to make the decision. So don't feel guilty about making the decision to stay in bed. Own that decision. Realize that, okay, I made the choice to stay in bed for such a long time. Then now what is the point of hitting myself on the head for that and feeling guilty? No, you wanted to be in your bed, so accept that and own it that you wanted that, right? So, and if you don't want it, if you realize that, oh, I actually don't really feel good when I get out of bed at noon, then you will have to figure out ways to make it easier for yourself, because especially in the beginning, you need a little bit of an incentive. You need a little bit of a push because of the momentum. If you've been in your bed every day until noon, then it's very hard to start waking up early and get out of bed earlier. So you have to make it easier for yourself. And it's funny, right? Because there's all these technological tools to help you get out of bed early in the morning, like this clock where you have to step on to before it stops, so it makes sure that you get out of bed. But then you just go lay down again, like you put your phone somewhere far away, you have to get up to put off your alarm, and just go back to bed, right? Because you didn't make the conscious decision that, okay, hey, it's worth it to get out of bed and to start my day. So try to look for things that make it worth it for you. And for myself, it is beautiful nature, a sunrise. Maybe I organize a meeting with a friend, or something that is of a timely manner. The sunrise, it's a specific time window, so I have to get up if I want to see it. If I book a call with a friend or something, then I have to be there in that time. So that creates a little bit more of a push to get out of bed in a timely manner, right? So I think that this is something that can be very useful if you're struggling with that, and I know that I have for many times. And sometimes there is periods where I don't struggle with it at all, so I feel good and excited about my days because I have great days filled with joy and happiness and excitement. And sometimes I go through phases where none of that is happening, and I feel like my days are a drag, and I feel sad most of the time and melancholic, and then it's very, very hard for me to wake up early. So it's important to accept that you're going through these cycles where you struggle with getting up in the morning. It's okay. You don't have to judge yourself for that. Just realize that you made the conscious decision to stay there simply because there is nothing better to call you out of bed. So you want to actively look for things that you feel excited about to get out of bed for. And there is this tool that I use for myself, which is just keeping a list of things that make me feel good. And every time I do something that I notice that, oh hi, wow, this really improved my mood, or this really improved how I felt in a very short time period, right? I do it, and afterwards I feel better, significantly better. It doesn't mean that I have to feel ecstatic or joyful, but I can sense that there is an improvement in my mood. I take my notes and I put it down in the list, the things that make me feel good, I put it in the list. And then whenever I don't feel good, I can pull out that list and start doing one or two or three things from that list. And immediately you will feel your mood improve. So if you can make a list like that, and it requires a little bit of self-awareness, right? You have to be aware whenever your mood changes. You have to be aware that right now I don't feel good, then you do something and then you notice, oh, I feel a little bit better. You have to be conscious about that. You have to be aware, and then you have to be aware enough to remember to write it down, right? But I highly recommend you try it. And then when you have this list, try to pick one or two things that you can do right away in the morning. So you can actually look forward to doing something that makes you feel a little bit better, right? Like even something like taking a shower. I like it. So I can wake up to take a shower, which is an incentive for me to get out of bed, right? Because when you're staying in bed, you, I don't know, you maybe were sweating in the night and you feel not so clean, so you can look forward to feeling clean after taking a shower, and that can make it a little bit more easy to get out of bed in the morning. So this is a short video that I wanted to record on this topic because it's something that I've struggled with myself personally quite a few times, and there's a few people around me who struggle with this sometimes. So I thought it might be helpful to shoot a video about that, to hopefully make you think and give you some inspiration about, okay, I know that I should find a reason to wake up 4 in the morning, but sometimes it's just such a big problem and you don't really know where to start. And I suggest you can try small things and then realize that, okay, it's a matter of choice, it's a matter of decisions, making the right decisions and sticking to them, and also realizing that it's fine if you sometimes decide to, no, I just want to stay in bed until noon. It's okay. You don't have to hit yourself over the head for that. Just be aware that when you sleep in late, then you want to avoid, I don't know, taking naps during the day or going to bed super late, because then again it really messes with your sleep cycle. So you want to then install a night where you have very little sleep, like maybe 5 hours or so. So the next day you can go to bed again in a normal time. And then, you know, it takes some time and practice to regulate your sleep cycle. But I really do believe that waking up in the morning can be very, very hard, especially if you don't have anything to look forward to, especially nowadays, right? With the pandemic, people have to stay inside, they can't really do anything. So what's the point of waking up, right? Why would you get out of bed? You try to look for things that excite you, or that you enjoy experiencing, or timely things, and then this can allow you for this extra push that you need in the morning. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And after a while it might become very hard again, because you find yourself in a more turbulent stage in your life, and that's absolutely okay. That's totally okay. Just accept that it is like that, and just look for small things that can help you improve, and I'm sure you will feel a lot better about it, especially when you accept the fact that it's a decision, and when you make the decision to stay in bed longer, that's fine. You don't need to feel guilty about that. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Feel free to look around and check out some other videos. I hope I will be able to provide you with some good insights and thoughts, and maybe even support. I am here to listen, I'm here to help, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you soon in another one. Talk soon. Bye bye.